A rising tide doesn't raise people who don't have a boat. We have to build the boat for them. We have to give them the basic infrastructure to rise with the tide. It is not important what Rahul Gandhi thinks, it's important what a billion Indians think. If I am incompetent, I am useless, the people of India will see that. The BJP is trying to spread fire and violence across the country, and there is only one force that can stop it, the workers of the Congress and its leaders. Democracy is about non-arbitrary decisions. Democracy is about spreading decisions, it is not about destroying processes. It doesn't matter how much wisdom you have. If you don't have position, you have nothing. That's the tragedy of India. I'm an opposition leader. But Mr. Modi is also my Prime Minister. Mr. Modi has certain skills. He's a very good communicator. Business thrives with trust. Every single business transaction is based on trust. Trust is what you deal in. From trust emerges a safe and predictable environment. There are people doing yoga in New York, dancing around, that's the power of India. You go to a nightclub somewhere in Spain and there's Amitabh Bachchan on the screen there, dancing around. That's the power of India. That's the power of Indian people. I like the concept of Make in India. But the orientation of Make in India is slightly different than what I would. So, the orientation of Make in India is big business, and a lot of it is defense. My orientation of Make in India would be small and medium businesses. The vision that we laid out in 2004 was designed, at best, for a 10-year period. And it was pretty clear that the vision that we laid out in 2004 by the time we arrived in 2010-11 was not working anymore. For me, the Congress Party is now my life, the people of India are my life, and I will fight for the people of India and for this party. Startup India is welcome for the economy, but it cannot be accompanied by Shut Up India in society. What gives Startup India its strength is freedom of expression, thought, and dissent. You choke this, and you choke entrepreneurship. Hatred, anger, and violence can destroy us. The politics of polarization is dangerous. What we see before us is a politics devoid of kindness and truth. Today, politics is not being used in the service of the people, it is being used to crush them, not to lift them up. Millions of Indians are brimming with energy. I am not averse to politics, but that does not mean that I am going to join politics. I believe that a politician needs to be with people. Demonetization crippled SMEs and has destroyed the unorganized sector, forcing workers to leave urban employment and go back to their villages looking for Nrega work. I have an aim. I have a clear aim in my mind, and the aim is that I do not like what I see in Indian politics, it is something that is inside my heart. I want the Congress to become an instrument for dialogue among the Indian people, all of us, from all corners of our great country, all religions, all ethnicities, all ages, genders and people, and for our dialogue to always be led by love and affection. What I saw when I was a child was my father, who was a pilot, and because of circumstances was thrown into the political system, and all I saw when was small after my grandmother died was my father in constant combat with the system in India, and then I saw him die, actually. India absorbs things, India's not a divisive place. We are all aware that corruption is pervasive. It operates at every level. The poor may carry its greatest burden, but it is an affliction that every Indian is desperate to be rid of. People looked up to us for our values and leadership. But today, they laugh as we are busy debating whether one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal, was actually built by Indians. The episode of the shoe bomber, Richard Reed, has suddenly meant more feet being barred at airports than at the average Hindu temple. My solution has been to replace my customary lace-up Oxfords with a pair of slip-on loafers when I fly. Generals are always fighting the last war, and security screeners are the same. A witticism in an airport security line is like a Swiss tap: turn it on, and you instantly find yourself in hot water. The casting of Slumdog Millionaire is a dream. Anil Kapoor, as the sleazy TV host, diamonds winking in his earlobes, has never been better. The quietly understated Irfan Khan turns in another bravura performance as the police inspector whose questioning brings out Jamal's story. Above all, Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire is the work of an artist at the peak of his powers. India is his palette, and Mumbai, that teeming maximum city, with 19 million strivers on the make, jostling, scheming, struggling and killing for success, is his brush. Though the euphoria surrounding Barack Obama's election last week as president-elect has not yet begun to subside, it is already time to recognize that the most important challenge facing the next US president is to restore America's standing in the eyes of the world. Foreigners have a complex set of associations in their minds when they think of America, from Iraq to 9/11, certainly, but also from Coke to jeans. It is entirely possible for people around the world to love American products, American books, American movies, American music, and dislike the policies of the government of America.